Buying a home is not always the most pleasant experience, but at the same time, it shouldn't be a hellish one either. When my wife and I decided to buy a condo on Euclid Street in Dallas, Texas, we expected things to be a challenge. But God knows the events that transpired was something that we could have never ever anticipated. For starters, the 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo cost us $415,000. Why did we pay that much? You can blame that on my wife. She wanted to be in one of those trendy neighborhoods. You know, the type where people ride their bikes, walk their dogs, crowd in the coffee shops in the morning, that kind of crap. But I said, look, I can live with it. As long as she's happy, I'm happy. But things really got off on the wrong foot, starting with our loan officer. Homeboy decides to take a vacation in the middle of working our loan. We're getting to the closing date, so I call the bank. They tell me this dude is in Jamaica. To make matters even worse, he hadn't even ordered the appraisal. Normally, an appraisal takes about 3 to 4 days, but this time it ended up taking 1.5 weeks. Long story short, we had to extend the contract, put down another $1,500 deposit in order to get to the closing. We get through the closing date, start moving our stuff in, and realize we're the only people who have bought a condo in this entire building. And to describe the condo to you, you turn in off the main street into this metal gate. As you pull down this gigantic driveway, there are garage doors lined up on your left and to your right. Above the garage doors are 2 sets of windows. One is the master bathroom, the other is the master bedroom. Our particular condo was the last one on the left, and when you pulled into your own personal garage, you went from the garage door into the kitchen. From the kitchen, you can see into the living room and into the dining room. Downstairs, there was 1 full bathroom. Up the stairs, you went up to the master bedroom and master bath and the second bedroom. Now that I got you up to speed on the layout, let me tell you about what happened the very first night we moved in. Now remember, I told you this place was empty. No one living in the building except for me and my wife. 4:30 in the morning, we wake up to the sounds of someone beating on one of the garage doors. 3 loud bangs. The sound was in the distance, and I could tell that it wasn't mine, but it couldn't have been too far down. As I looked out of the window, the angle that I could see on let me see all the garages on the opposite side of me, but I couldn't see anything that was directly below me and further to my right. So I write it off, go back to sleep. 15 or 20 minutes so later, bang, bang, bang. Another set of 3 knocks. This time it's way closer. This has to be the garage next door to me. And when I peek out of the blinds, I can't see directly down in that direction, but I can see a shadow, movement, and then it all disappears. That night I didn't get any sleep, but my wife laid in the bed, cozied and cuddled up under the covers next to the pillow like a freaking house cat. Next morning I'm driving out of the complex, headed off to work, and I noticed these 3 dents in the aluminum garage door right next to me. It looked like someone had punched that garage door 3 freaking times. Nothing eventful happened over the next few weeks outside of the activity of realtors and people coming to take a look at the property. Everything was calm and cool. Now on the weekends, this place was packed. They had these gigantic, huge open houses. The realtor had barbecue grills, wine, all kind of crap. So the place stayed active. And with all that activity, condos started selling extremely fast. The first neighbors we got was these 2 gay dudes who moved in right next door. Then after them came this super hot yoga instructor who lived in a unit all the way on the end closest to the gate. And as more and more people started to move in, the place took on a life of its own. And by that I mean it was occupied. There were plants and flowers and lawn chairs and American flags. The condo turned into this small, close-knit neighborhood. It was quickly turning into a phenomenal place to live. Now, I can't exactly tell you what day it was in November that this happened. But what I can tell you is this. Every unit had been occupied except for the one directly across from us, which would have been the last one down on the right. It's a Saturday evening. I'm coming out of the shower, drying my body off. The blinds are open on that angle, where you can see out, but nobody can see in. And glancing over, I see this heavy-set black woman, one of the realtors. She comes running out of that last unit. Her skin is pale. Homegirl is hauling ass like Usain Bolt. Her titties bouncing up and down, hitting her in the face. She's dropping shit out of her pockets, hops in her Mercedes Benz, hits the gas, and homegirl backs down that driveway about 30 miles an hour, damn near hitting our metal gate, trying to get out of there. I flicked the blinds fully open, trying to see what the hell she was running from like this, and you can see this black silhouette in the window directly across from me. And I know it was jet black because there was sunlight shining directly on that window. That silhouette was there for about 45 seconds, and then it starts to flash and blink and disappear. Later that night, my wife and I have dinner, and it's time for me to take the trash out. So I head out of my garage door, make a right going towards the dumpster. As I'm passing my garage, I realize that my neighbor Lawrence is there digging in his trunk. And I think I startled him because he turned around, his eyes wide open, and he's looking at me like I'm about to kill him. Realizing how nervous he is, I said, Lawrence, calm down, it's just me, man, it's all good. How you doing this thing? Lawrence is one of those guys that had one of those overly animated, gigantic... Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dogs and cats, it's your boy Dark Waters telling you to head on over to IamDarkWaters.com to take a listen to the rest of the story. There's a lot of activity going on over there. A couple of new stories popped up for you members. If you haven't been paying attention, go head on over and listen. For those of you who are non-members, head on over, get the membership, sign up. The price is $4.99 a month. At this point in time, very soon, I'm telling you that price is going up. I can promise you. You want to know why? Because there's a lot of stuff in the works and it's looking good, baby. Head on over to IamDarkWaters.com and listen to the rest of this story, plus the rest of the other stories that were recently uploaded. Peace.